Hello, this is Dr. Paul. Just wanted to share with you that we have an upcoming 6-week chiropractic personal inning fast start training. It's starting soon. And it's a fast start training that I put together out of all the personal injury. And what it does is it increases your practice income $100,000 in 90 days. $100,000 in 90 days. Again, these are some of the results, and this is some of the doctors that have joined my program, what happened to them within 18 months. So Dr. Seamus increased his business $1 million. He opened his second personal injury office. He's getting ready to open his third. Dr. Jeff increased his business in 1 year, $660,000. Brought on his first associate doctor, is hiring his second associate doctor. Dr. Joe increased his business $500,000. Has his two associate doctors, second office. He's getting ready to hire his third associate doctor. Dr. David increased his business $1 million. He's hiring his second associate doctor. And Dr. Dave increased his business $300,000, hired his first associate doctor, and is getting ready to open his second office. And that's all with this material. And again, I'm Dr. Paul. I've opened 77 offices in 20 states. I've now authored 10 books on chiropractic as a speaker in 3 chiropractic colleges, specifically Logan Chiropractic College, Texas Chiropractic College, and Parker Chiropractic College. Now, the documentation I use never lost a patient's case in court when I testified. Every time I testified in court, I never lost a case based on this documentation that I teach. So the testimony also resulted in the largest injury award in the county, and that was against 2 medical doctors that said the patient was totally fine, the emergency room physician and general practitioner. So the major benefits of personal injury, number one, a big benefit, it's the largest case averages typically in chiropractic. The marketing creates personal injury attorney referrals, which is fantastic. That's a tremendous amount of business right there. And once you do create the referrals, they just keep coming. The documentation stops attorneys from cutting your bill. You want to learn how to have attorneys stop cutting your bill? Learn this documentation. This will definitely stop. I've never had any attorneys ask me to cut my bill. Never. The documentation stops attorneys requiring cross referrals. So many doctors, get that from attorneys. They say, you send me a patient, I'll send you one. Well, that's just purely from a position of low value and weakness. So this documentation stops that. Again, I've never had any of my attorneys asking me for a referral, and never. And the documentation stops IMEs. Again, IMEs are all about bad documentation or inadequate documentation. So we go show you how to have good documentation, high sensitivity documentation, and it gets your bills paid. Everything about getting your bills paid is about documentation. That's what it does. So it also, I'm going to go over how to write the narrative report. That's the single most important thing document you're going to have in personal injury is the narrative report. You have to know how to do that and do it well. That's what's going to determine the injury award largely. That's where it all starts with the personal injury attorney and the injury award is your narrative report. And I'm going to include how to give depositions and court testimony, and it's the exact formula that I use to never lose a patient's case in court. So the documentation, now remember it includes documentation and marketing. The documentation topics include, number one, the top 5 financial driver categories, specifically what's called high sensitivity testing. That's what so many chiropractors miss, and that's what determines almost all of these low impact cases. You have to know what's called low impact soft tissue injury documentation. There's the 4 categories to defend the case. You have to know how to document and know what the insurance attorneys are going to come after you with. There's 12 steps to tell the story to support the case. These are the exact steps to build a case, whether it's in the narrative report, it's in a deposition, or in trial. That's how you win cases right there. That's how you increase injury awards. And then it includes the 4 types of insurance injury award offers. So there's 4 types of injury award offers from the insurance company. It's totally based on the doctor's documentation, and I cover exactly what those are. And then the 4 categories of injury awards. There's actually 4 potential injury awards in chiropractic personal injury, not 1, 4. And you have to know that for the to help support the attorney and the patient. So there's 10 marketing categories. The personal injury attorney marketing, that's the big one. That's 80% of personal injury right there. When you know how to do the personal injury marketing, it creates a tremendous amount of business. Same with general practitioner marketing. They don't like to see personal injury patients, but they're not looking to send them to chiropractors, so you have to know what's called educational sales. And I explain why publicity and advertising doesn't work and why educational sales works really well and what the difference is. Then we do the patient video newsletter to talk with your existing patients and past patients for referrals. Remember, your past patients and their family members, 2% of them are in auto accidents every year. We do insurance videos when they Google the insurance. You come up, Google for business. They'll Google their condition. We do condition videos, proactive office signs. We'll have an auto injury message that specifically gets, remember, of auto traffic passing your office, 2% of them are in auto accidents every year. We'll cover how to do Google pay-per-click, Facebook pay-per-click. And if you have a local newspaper, there's a unique advertising with a local newspaper. So this is the chiropractic personal injury training. So it includes the top 5 categories of personal injury documentation, the 10 personal injury marketing systems, pre-recorded live seminar videos, live weekly webinars where I go into really great detail of some of the minutia. But the Quick Start program is 6 weekly one-on-one sessions where I really make it simple. It's very focused and very simple, and there's one purpose. It's not only just to make it simple and focused, but it's to increase your business $100,000 in 90 days. That's what I can do in 6 weeks. I can take a chiropractor and teach him personal injury in 6 weeks and get their business over $100,000 within 90 days. That's what the Fast Start program does. So the investment, what's it cost? Well, essentially it costs one personal injury patient a year. Most chiropractors average $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a personal injury patient. So the total cost is $397 a month for 18 months. Includes all the training. You can register at the website chiropracticpersonalinjurymarketing.com/397. chiropracticpersonalinjurymarketing.com/397. That's where you can register, and that's where we have directions on getting going. And if you have any questions, you can give me a call directly at 813-480-1693, or you can just shoot me an email at paulhollern@gmail.com. Again, this is the 6-week chiropractic personal injury fast start training. It's getting ready to start soon. And it's one focus. It's how to increase your practice income over $100,000 in 90 days. Very, very effective. And we do that in 6 weeks. We do the training in 6 weeks, once a week for 6 weeks on the phone. So it's one-on-one training. It is limited to 7 chiropractors. I don't do this for large groups. So it's limited to 7. And again, you sign up at the personal injury, chiropracticpersonalinjurymarketing.com/397. Look forward to seeing you there.